Hi guys, welcome to the video. This one is, I'm desperately trying to get through all of these in the next few weeks or so. So this one is part one of New York. That's what we got up to in our first few days, and also flying to New York. We had a bit of a disaster on the flight, but you'll have to wait to see. All right, enjoy the video, and yeah, without further ado, here we go. Well, this is a bit of a disaster. The bags are like taking forever to appear, which is really unusual because we've been flying like priority, like basically upper classes, and like the whole time like our bags have been tagged as priorities, so normally they've been like first out, and we have one of them and we need 3. And the bag got changed, we sat on the tarmac for like 45 minutes. It's just been like a mess, and both my parents are done with this shit. Frankly, I am a little bit too now. By the way, we were due to arrive at 8:33. It's now 9:32, and we still don't have our bags. So, great job, Delta. Really great job. Oh, hang on, Mum's moving. Does this mean we have bags? We might have bags. Finally here at the Intercontinental Barclay. This is a very cute room. So it has a little like coffee mini bar station here. Like, okay, we have disposable cups, but we have a Keurig, but we also have like tea, like actual proper tea. Like mini bar, and then like a nice bathroom. A little small, no bath, but oh well. Ooh, and we have Dove body lotion. That's cute. A shower cap and a bubble. So, yeah. And then into the main kind of like living area. Like little seating area. And a Samsung TV. So this is really cute, and these are the cutest. Like little chocolate mousses. with little like sprinkles to go on it. How cute.
Nice catch, Lou! Get those planks out of the way, huh? Oh, hey, watch it! I'm coming up here! Hey, Bucky, you gonna ride that thing all day? Do something useful, will you? All right, they're coming up to the 80th floor. You're headed to the top of the Empire State Building right here in the heart of New York City. Sailing.
I'm on the 102nd floor of the Empire State Building. How cool is this? The view is just so cool. And it's AC. So down there is Macy's. Across the one. More skyscrapers. This is just so cool. And there's Central Park. There. So that's the Chrysler Building. Is the bridge behind the Chrysler Building Brooklyn Bridge? Oh, okay. There's a bridge anyway. You just get the true scale of New York from up here, really. It just goes on. Skyscrapers everywhere. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, this is the top of the Empire State. You can't get any higher than this. Hello everyone, editing Charlotte here. There is quite a bit in this vlog that I left out, or that I didn't do justice because it was in a situation where it's hard to film. So, the first thing that happened on like the few days that this vlog takes place in is we flew in Delta One transcontinental on the Boeing 757. Now it's great, my wheelchair didn't even have to go in an overhead locker, it went in a cabin, like in a storage locker, which is amazing. And to be fair, the flight was fairly uneventful, other than the fact that they ran out of meal choices. Like, literally just ran out. So like, we both wanted, I think it was like some Mediterranean or like Italian salad. There was only one of them left. And she was like, oh, do you mind swapping? Like, after they'd taken all our orders. And they came up to us to ask if it was okay to swap. Now, I think it's because, like, we were pretty much the only fee-paying customers on that flight. Everyone else was just upgraded because of their Delta status. So, like, I think they were like, oh, let's not annoy the status holders, let's go with the people that don't hold status. Although after that trip, I was silver status with Virgin for a little while. I'm not anymore. But after our little like trip, I earned my silver status with Virgin. So yeah, that happened. And then, like I said, when we landed, our bags, nightmare. But we did get them eventually. And then we had a nightmare trying to find the taxi, which is why there's like no footage to us getting to the hotel, like none of that, because it was just carnage trying to find the like driver to pick us up. Like we couldn't see them. I was in my wheelchair. We ended up in the middle of the road at one point. Like it was just like a nightmare, but eventually we found them and it was great. And we got into New York. The Intercontinental was an amazing hotel. We went to the Empire State Building, then we went to Macy's. New York is actually like a really hard city to navigate in a wheelchair, or at least what I found. And especially if you haven't planned stuff, like we just kind of assumed we could go with the flow. You can't go with the flow in New York. You need to plan stuff if you're a tourist. So it didn't go very well. So we found it quite stressful, and as Mum said, I would go back to New York, but probably not with you, which is fair. So yeah, we did the Empire State, Macy's, I think the day after. We had drinks at the bar in the hotel. We had like access to a lounge because of my dad's status with IHG, and then we had like club level access basically. And then we went to Hamilton. Now we actually went on Hamilton's birthday. We went to see Hamilton on Hamilton's birthday, and it was amazing. We had great seats. Honestly, when I first heard of Hamilton, I was like, rap, nah. I don't like rap. I don't like rap as a genre. I love Hamilton because the rapping is kind of like dialogue. It's not actually true rap. Anyway, I adore it. And then we also went to the Grand Central Terminus. Again, bit of a confusing place to get into if you're in a wheelchair, but we managed it. And then we came out through a cute little market, which was really nice. Then we tried to get into the lobby of the Chrysler Building because you used to be able to. Turns out you can't anymore. But me and my mum, because it had a revolving door and it said like press thing if you're like a wheelchair user. So we did. So because of that, we distracted the security guard enough for my dad to get in there and my dad to see the lobby, but none of us did. But like our friends who went to New York said you could. So that was pretty much what we got up to in part one. The Grand Central Terminus happened the same day that we moved hotels. Now we moved hotels to a iconic hotel in New York. And if you've ever seen Home Alone 2, that might be a little hint. But for now, I'm going to leave the video here because I feel like this is a good place to stop. And my next video will show the hotel we stayed at, and some other bits and pieces that we did in New York before flying home. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.